Okay. Okay, guys. So my screen is visible to you. All of you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So first of all, let me introduce myself. So my name you already know. So I'm having 8+ years of experience in Salesforce domain only, and I have been working into multiple projects and on multiple clouds. You will be listening in Salesforce. We are having different clouds. So that we are going to teach you also like what are the clouds, and that is very important right now because as if you see the job description in every job description at least one cloud they will be mentioning either sales cloud, service cloud, experience cloud. Okay, so when Madhu was sharing his screen and he was sharing you one job on the LinkedIn. So there I saw SFCC. Do you know like what is SFCC? Anyone? So SFCC is a Salesforce Community Cloud that they're mentioning or Salesforce Commerce Cloud. So you can see the jobs are there for the different clouds purpose only. So that part we are going to teach you in the sessions only. Okay. And right now I'm working as a lead developer. So I know like what are the types of the questions that they will be asking you. Because I normally take the interviews for my company. Like daily I am picking 10 to 15 interviews whenever they're assigning me. So the questions, the criteria, the hackathon that they have tell, that is very much important because scenarios they will ask you from doing the program only, like how they will get to know like you are good in Apex, you are good in LWC by the program only, so that we are going to explain you. Okay. And I have taken the corporate trainings also, and that is about me 7 certifications currently I have. Okay. Now what we are going to cover, I think most of you are waiting for from last 30 minutes. I think some people are pinging also. So see, the course will be there for three parts. I mentioned here only two parts. One is going to be Salesforce administration. We're going to start from Salesforce admin. That will be going to be taken care by 25 30 classes. Then the development. Then comes the lightning and LWC integration part. So that part we are going to cover. So hours we are not mentioning. Okay. So development with all the topics, then LWC, and then some part of the integration we are going to cover. That part we are going to cover with all the real-time scenarios and with your project and interview. Like why we have mentioned your project, even if you joined any organization, for example, if you join TCS, Tata Consultancy Service, I think most of you have listened the name of that company. So what will happen there? You will go there. Okay. After that, after placing over there also, before if you want to allocate to the project, they will take your interview, either technical lead or project manager or senior developer working in that MNC. Why? Because whatever project work they are doing, they want to check it out like, are you a comfortable resource for them? If they are working on the FX and LWC and you go there and you only know the admin concepts, and if they ask you about LWC, the questions on the LWC, and if you are not aware on that, then you are a waste resource for them because in the project we are having a billing. So that part also comes very important if you are doing a Salesforce training, like how to crack both the interviews. It's technical interview and project interviews. Okay, so that part we are going to cover like how it will be. Okay, so that is a little bit about the course duration that we are going to cover. Now, common questions, like most of you are having the questions. Like I am from this background. Can I be able to learn Salesforce? I am from support. I am having some career gap. So let me answer each one of your questions. So most of the questions I have noted down here. If you have any questions, then please feel free to ask. Raise your hand and you can ask me. I will give you access for asking. Few peoples are from the non-IT support. So I learn Salesforce? Sir, I am not I am from the support background. I don't do any technical things. So will I be able to run Salesforce? This question will be there in your mind. So definitely, guys, you can learn it. People are doing like people are doing. They're working in the MNC company. They are working in the persistent. They're working as a lead developer also. The support people. So that is no use, like that is a waste question, like you can do it or not. Definitely you can do it. See, the only thing is, the only challenge the people are facing is they have lack of knowledge. They don't have that much knowledge that they should have. Like suppose if you are working as a 3 years experience, you're giving an interview And if I ask you a question, scenario question, if I ask you trigger, and if you are not able to answer that question, then whose fault is there? Your fault is there. That is not the institute fault. That is not the trainer fault. So you have to learn. We are giving you that much knowledge, that much trigger, that much scenarios that we are going to ask you. That much knowledge we are going to give you. Okay. Then if you are from a testing background, so can you be able to learn Salesforce? Like people maybe might be from manual testing or from automation testing. So will you be able to learn Salesforce on that? Yes, you will be able to learn Salesforce on that. I am from Java background from last 10 years. Can I be able to learn Salesforce? Yes, you will be able to learn Salesforce if you are from the Java background also. If you are from the Java background or from .NET background, then Salesforce learning becomes quite easier for you because the knowledge that you are having from last 10 years, that will definitely comes into your mind and that will definitely help you to learn the Salesforce. The guys from the US, I know there are few peoples who are from mainframe background. They're learning Salesforce and they have learned the Salesforce and they're doing job in US. They're from the US people, so they're doing the job right now. This is a question that comes in the mind of housewife. I am housewife. I don't know coding. Can I be able to learn it? Yes, you will be able to learn. If you are from, if you are a housewife also, then also you can learn it. I have a career gap. Can I do this? I think few people have a career gap. Few people they have a 3 years career gap, a 4 years career gap. So yes, you can learn Salesforce if you're having the career gap. Definitely you can do it. Will I get a job after this training? Yes, definitely will get a job if you do your training seriously. If you do the hard work, then definitely you will get a job. There is no question that you will not get a job. The market is also right now, it's fine. Like from the last 6 months, it was not exact, but now it is good. So now they're recruiting people, they're recruiting consultants, they're recruiting developers. So now it is fine. Will I be covering the real-time scenarios? Yes, that we will covering. Will I be getting the recordings of the sessions? Yes, you will be getting that also. And mock interviews that we're going to cover, the team already names has been shared with you. So on Saturday, we will be doing the interview sessions for you. And doubt sessions and notes, you can ask me. In the notes, I will provide you. And doubts, you can ask me in the session. Okay. So that thing that is a common question that every one of you has. So if you have apart from this common question, then you can ask from me. Anyone has any common questions that I have not
Uh,
covered here? Apart from technical,
Hi,
because technical we are going to cover. Yes, go ahead.
yes. Hi, my name is Prashant.
Mhm,
Uh, so the thing is like I have seen the company listed over here. It was one
mhm,
of the company I used to work. It's like competitor for us.
mhm,
It's a Amotech company. So it
mhm,
is like US based company actually.
mhm,
So the US people are working. We need to work for them
mhm,
on the same job.
mhm,
So I do have experience like that. Around
mhm.
14 months of experience, and 6 months prior to that I did internship in
Okay,
Salesforce. So
okay,
last month my company got closed due to the financial issues.
okay.
So actually I have experience on health cloud.
Health cloud. Okay.
Yes, I don't have much knowledge on coding, but
Mhm,
I use the velocity. So
mhm.
there is a home. I used to work on Omni Studio, Omni scripts
Omni scripts.
most
Okay.
of the time. So the thing is like now I'm getting calls and I could not able to clear the interviews. Uh,
Okay.
so
So it might be
um,
due to a reason like they're asking you the coding questions or triggers or LWC because most of the companies are focusing on that. So that might be a
okay.
reason. So
Uh,
because you are from health cloud, so
and the
not
reason
much
is
coding
like
involved.
I and the reason is like I do have around 6 years of experience overall total.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
as a fresher, I started in the Salesforce thing. So now I'm getting more calls because I do have overall 6 years, right?
5+ years of experience you have overall. So
So
see, even if you're
we
joining
are
any
expecting
company,
5+ in
they
Salesforce,
will be treating
but
you like a 5+years. Yeah.
I could not keep like 5+. I want to be like a genuine. Whatever the experience I do have, I want
Mm-hmm.
to portray.
then in that case, you can just put 3 plus. Don't reduce 3. Okay, put
Uh,
3 plus experience in Salesforce, and apart 2 years, you can put in some other technology like whatever you're working
um,
on. That
but
will be easy.
I don't have any papers on other technology. Why? Because I work for
Mm,
government projects,
mhm.
so I
Okay,
cannot
so then you
use
can
that.
say like 2 years I work in the admin part. Then in that case, you can work like that. That in 2 years, I work only on configuration part. I don't work on the development part because they will be giving you the experience of Salesforce developer like that. So you can put it like 3 years. I have put it like 3 years. I'm working as a developer, and 2 years I'm putting as that. So that can reduce your pressure. And even if see that is a lack of knowledge, so that's what I say. Because right now you have worked only on health cloud, so you're aware on that particular thing only. But people whoever taking the interview, they will ask you whole Salesforce. They will not sticking to one topic. They will ask you all
Mm,
the triggers, batch classes, all the topics, that technical topics that are needed. They will ask you. So that part we are going to cover. So I get your question and I get your answer also. I think
yeah, yeah.
yes, Sapan.
Why?
Yes,
Because
Sapan.
now,
Hmm.
even though tomorrow also I do have like interview. Uh, that's what I'm thinking. How
No
to
worries.
answer
So
something.
see, the thing is like you have only focus on that part only. So that is the thing. Like if we don't know about Apex, how to write a Apex classes, like if I give any scenario and if you're not able to write it, then how can they take you in? Because if they have a health cloud project, then only they can take you in that particular part. So that is the thing
Yes,
that you
yes.
need to focus on all the parts. We cannot focus only on a single part. Yes, Raj, you can, if you have without Java knowledge also, you can reach the Apex development properly. We are going to teach you in that manner only. But it is not prerequisite, like you need to have a Java knowledge on that. You can learn Salesforce Apex directly. Yes, Aparna, what do you want to ask?
Yeah, Shivendu, I was actually checking that are you going to
Mm,
give us a hands-on
mm,
account to do this
mm.
training in Salesforce?
Yes, we are working on hands-on account that is developer edition.
So you will
Salesforce
give
has
you
its free account.
so
That is
you
a
will
free
yeah.
account.
So we
I
should
will,
create an
yeah,
account for ourselves.
yes, you will be creating an account that I will be telling you in the session, like how can you
Okay,
create an account. That is a developer edition account, and that is similar to the account that we are working in an organization. All the things you are
okay,
getting in that account.
okay. Thanks. That was my query. That's it.
Okay,
And
okay,
Shiv,
and
I have one question.
mhm,
Quick question. So I just wanted to check, like, whoever is having a career gap. So you said like to show the showcase like 3+ years experience in the Salesforce. I'm already having experience 3+ experience actually in the Salesforce, but last 4 5 years I couldn't continue
mhm,
my career.
mhm,
So
mhm.
will that experience count, or do I need to show some fake experience for me?
See, if you that experience 3 plus experience will be counted if you show to them. But for
I
four five
already had,
years,
but it is before
mhm,
2019, not
2019.
yeah,
Right, right. But after 2019, you don't do a job anywhere else.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, you cannot show that experience. So, for that, our team, like, with our team, so they will help you, like, they will guide you, like, what you can do in that case.
Okay, so because that is the only thing, because you said three plus
Mm-hmm.
experience need to be showcased,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. See,
and
that is the thing, like,
honestly
three
speaking,
plus
I don't want
experience
to
you have.
showcase any like fake
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Right, correct. Our team will help you because you cannot show like 3 plus and 4 years experience in the Salesforce. That will be 7 years of experience. So that will be more and more. So in that case, our team will help you at what you can do. Who is
Okay.
this? Android Blue Droid. Who is this? Who's raising the hand? Can you
Yes,
speak?
yes, Shiva. So I do have experience in manual testing,
Mm-hmm.
years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking to switch the
The
organization.
Salesforce. The
Yes,
second
yes.
question, I am from testing background. Can I be able to learn Salesforce? Yeah.
No, it's yeah, yeah. Uh, so I just wanted to check what level of
Mm-hmm.
coding we would be able will be using. What level of
Coding
coding?
is
The deep.
mediate level. Like we are using the Apex. That is Salesforce Apex. That is based on the Java.
Okay.
The concepts are simply based on that C and Java. So medium level of coding is required. Okay. Not
Okay.
very hard level, but medium level is required. Since you are a manual tester, so you don't if you're an automation tester, then some coding knowledge you have. But
Yes,
you're
yes.
a manual tester, so you don't have a coding language. So a medium level of coding is required in that case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And About the
So,
coding, see, one question I will
may I know the
answer you.
conceptual level in Java? May I know the conceptual level? What
Mhm.
concepts that will be
See, the
means?
concepts that we are going to use, like classes and objects, object-oriented programming concepts we are going to use, and some access specified, some conditions, that things we are going to use. Other than that, Salesforce had its own topics like triggers, batch classes, that are different things. But
Oh,
few basic level of coding that we are going to use.
okay, okay. So, do we are we getting any inputs even for the
Mhm.
coding?
Inputs from the coding in the
For
sense.
coding, like for the language,
Mhm.
for the
Mhm.
Java,
See, for
some
the
people.
Java,
Yeah.
you don't require anything, like you don't require the Java language to learn. Okay,
Okay.
because even if you learn the Java, you need to learn Salesforce Apex in a different manner because topics are different. Only the people who knows Java, they can learn Apex easily because see, every language is interrelated to each other. If I
Okay.
talked about C, that is related to Java. If I talked about Python, that is also related. Concepts are same, classes, objects, if-else condition. So if you are a
Okay.
developer in any language, then you should know the concepts. So that
Yes.
is the only thing that can benefit you if you are a developer. But if you are not, then there is nothing that you have to learn it before learning the Salesforce development because Salesforce development is completely out of the box functionalities. So even if you have to learn it, so that whatever topics we are going to explain you have to do it. So no
Okay.
worries on that case. And one more thing, like that is for all of you, like please join it with your name because little bit difficult it becomes for us to identify who is talking. Okay. Like from
Okay.
the next
Sure.
time, only join it with your name so that we will be able to know like who is joining the session, who is not joining the session.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Any
hello.
other doubts?
Yeah, I had a one question.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Hello, are
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
able
go
to
ahead. Go
hear?
ahead. Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, actually, I had a sales and marketing experience for the last 8 years.
Hmm.
If I join the course, it will be helpful to me, or it is. I'm from the non-IT
Hmm.
background,
Hmm.
but I have the
Hmm.
in the education also. I had a gap, and plus I
Hmm.
was having 8 years experience.
Hmm.
It is possible to learn the Salesforce, or how it
Yeah,
is?
it is possible.
Okay.
It will be definitely possible if you are having that. See that question. I have one question here. I am from non-IT support. So it will be benefit for you because you are from that marketing and sales background. So you can learn Salesforce and that will benefit you. Okay.
Okay. And now the
Okay.
companies are asking for only they require the technical background and all the things only. That's the
No,
thing.
companies are asking for the BCom background also, BCA background also, BTech, like not only technical background, they're asking for the other background also, BSc IT, like other backgrounds also they're asking right now. Every company is not asking, but few companies are asking. Okay, guys, so let me like hold your questions like for now because I want to move a little bit ahead. So we'll take the question sessions one more time. Okay. So whoever is having the questions, please note it down. We will take it. Okay. But I want to make some other things maybe that will answer your other questions also. Okay, so moving to the next slide here. Job, like what are the jobs that you are getting, what is the package that you are getting? So that's a rough figure, don't make it a fixed one. Okay, if you are getting a job in Salesforce admin, that is be ranging from 4 to 8. Okay, but because for the only admin job are little less package you are getting and very little less job also are there for if you are working only for Salesforce admin. Then Salesforce developer, that you have to focus more because the thing is the developer can do a work for the admin also. So that is ranging from 8 to 14 and the number can be changed also. It depends upon your technical interview, like how you're performing in the interview. It can be up to 20 lakhs also, up to 25 lakhs also. The number can be increased to any number. For a developer, we don't have any fixed number. It is depending upon the company to company. Some product based companies are giving very good package to the Salesforce developer. Then, if you want to work as a tester, like suppose somebody wants to work only for Salesforce testing, they want to do the testing on Salesforce only. So the package is this, and they can get the on-site opportunities also if you are an experienced one. Business analyst, BA. Suppose if somebody wants to work on the BA, like they want to do the 3 certifications for that admin, advanced admin, and business analyst, they want to work. Like they don't want to work on coding, they just want to give the ideas and they want to discuss with the developers. Business analyst, you can do on that. But for that also, you will be requiring full Salesforce knowledge. It will not be like that only admin knowledge will work for you. No, you will be requiring full Salesforce knowledge on that also. Consultant can also work. Consultant is a person who is working as a developer also, and as a he is giving the solution to the client. That is a consultant. So if you see, like, lot of jobs are there for a consultant. If you search on LinkedIn for Deloitte USI, Deloitte India, Infosys, they are hiring for the Salesforce consultant if you are having an experience of 3 years or 4 years. Then technical architect, that is a different job that you know no need to focus on this. That is more experienced people like Swapna ma'am has. So that is a different one. Okay. So that are the jobs and packages that you may get after completing this course, but that is a rough figure. I am again telling you. Okay. Yes, Kishore, you want to say something? Okay. Let me go ahead. Move ahead. Okay. So now let me tell you what is Salesforce. I think everyone here joins for Salesforce only. Right. Everyone joins here like they want to do Salesforce
Hello,
only.
am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, actually, I'm a BTech 23 passed out, and I'm looking for a job. So I
Mhm.
have been through Java course for a bit, and in core Java, I understood it's not my cup of tea like that.
Mhm.
So after I want to change my profession, so can I shift to Salesforce like that?
Yes, you can definitely shift because core Java coding is very much difficult as compared to Salesforce. Core Java has a lot of code. So if you have some technical background only, then only shift to core Java. Like if you want to do the advanced Java, core Java. So in Salesforce, you can shift your career in Salesforce. Definitely you can shift.
So what about jobs for freshers? I mean, I'm a 23 passed out CSE graduate, so
Fresher
any
jobs are
job?
there for Salesforce. Like if you're 23 pass out, then you can give the companies like test also. Like most of the companies are recruiting like you can take the offline test also, and the team will also help you. Jobs are there
Okay.
for the fresher also. Like few people from like few companies from Hyderabad also wants to take Salesforce fresher only. Some startup companies also wants to take Salesforce fresher. The bigger companies are also taking like Infosys, Tech Mahindra, TCS, Accenture. They're also putting one test, offline test. You need to clear that test, and then your interview will be there. So because since you are 2023 pass out, so you have a lot of jobs. You will have an opportunity definitely.
Yes,
Okay.
actually, I was thinking, should I do AWS course or this Salesforce, which is better? So I was a bit confused regarding
That is
this.
your call. Like, see, I can explain you like what are the things that you can get in Salesforce. Okay, what are the benefits that you can get after learning Salesforce? What are the jobs like you can get after learning Salesforce? Or if you want to do for AWS, that is your different call. Okay,
Okay, okay.
okay, okay. Let me comes to Salesforce now, guys. First of all, so what you are doing in Salesforce here? Okay, so Salesforce is nothing but a CRM. CRM means customer relationship management. So what is a CRM? First of all, before learning Salesforce, we should be have a clear idea on Salesforce CRM. What is customer relationship management? So CRM means what is CRM? That means suppose if I want to store your information, like a lot of people are there right now in the session. So if I want to store the information, like what's your name, what's your qualification? Some are saying I'm 2023 pass out. Some are saying I am 6 to 7 years of experience. Some are saying I want this job. I want this job. So I want to capture all this information and I will keep all this information into my system. So what I can do, I either create an Excel sheet, but there is a chance that the data can be lost if my laptop is hanged or if my laptop is crashed. And after 10 years, I will not be getting that data. That is a guarantee. And if I want to work on that, like if I want to maintain, if I want to call you and I want to see what is this particular person is. So how can we do that? Means centralize data if I want to put. Then for that, we will be using the CRM. CRM is nothing, customer relationship management here. I will give you one more example here. I think most of you have visited the electronics store, Reliance or Chroma. So there, suppose one of you has gone and there you are taking one mobile, one iPhone you are taking that costs around 70,000. So right now, people what they're doing, they're taking on the EMI, no cost EMI. So there is a person from the IDFC First Bank. So he come to you and he tell you, okay, sir, give me your Aadhaar card number and PAN card number, and I will make you an offer like what offer you are getting. After that, you are getting 1 lakh offer for your Aadhaar card and PAN card. You say to them, okay, I will come after 3 days. I need to talk to my family, and then I will decide whether I will take this phone or not. Then after 3 days, if you go there, so first time he will ask all your details, your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your first name, your last name, your email ID, your mobile number, your annual salary. Okay, all these details he will ask you. But the next time, if you go there, what he will do? He will ask your Aadhaar card number only. And after getting your Aadhaar card number, all your details will be there. Okay, you will be getting an offer of 1 lakh rupees. So what they're doing, they're saving your time. You are the customer. You don't want to give the details again and again. That will you will say like, why I should give the details again? I don't have much time. So just by giving the Aadhaar card number, all the details here we are getting. That is how we are maintaining the relationship with the customer. Or if you have take the phone with him, after 2 years, you also went there and you say that I want to buy washing machine. After entering your Aadhaar card number, he is my existing customer. He can give you more offer because you are his existing customer. Existing customer. So that particular software is working on Salesforce only. IDFC Bank software is working on Salesforce only. So what we are doing from Salesforce, we are maintaining the relationship with the customer. So what we say here, Salesforce is a CRM, that is customer relationship management, which is working on different clouds. So Salesforce is nothing but a CRM that is working on different clouds. The clouds are there in Salesforce that make Salesforce different from other CRM. So Salesforce has different clouds like Sales Cloud. We'll discuss all these three in details in the upcoming session. Sales Cloud we have Service Cloud, we have Marketing Cloud, we have small clouds like Health Cloud, we have Experience Cloud. Earlier it says as Community Cloud. So what we are doing is we are maintaining the relationship with the customer with the Salesforce, the CRM that is working on different clouds. Okay, so that is being written here. Salesforce is a CRM which is working on the different clouds. And in the CRM, we are doing nothing. We are managing the customer data. And in Salesforce, what is the thing? In Salesforce, we are getting all these clouds in one CRM. Suppose if I ask, like for the sales cloud, you have to pay different cost. For service cloud, you will paying different cost. For marketing cloud, you are paying some different cost. And you will not buy it. That CRM will cost you a lot. But if I say that you are getting all these clouds in a single CRM, that means that is a benefit that you will always go with Salesforce. Now, one more example. HDFC Bank website. I think most of you have visited that website. That website is based on Salesforce only. So if I ask you that I want to develop this website, in this website, there are things that you need to log in to the customer can log in, customer can register, customer can see their FD rates, customer can see their recurring deposit, customer can see mutual funds, all these things customer can see, and customer can see what are the available loan offers we have. Means complete website I want to build with the HDFC Bank, but with Salesforce. Now there is a person, he says we can build this website using Java. Then there is a long conversation, long meeting with the stakeholders that what we want to develop. You want to develop using Salesforce or you want to develop using Java. Then I say, okay, sir, what you can do if you develop this application with Salesforce, you can develop with 12 lakh. That offer we gave them. And you will get different clouds also. All the different clouds you will be getting here. But if you develop the same application using Salesforce, using Java, you will get 19 lakhs. You have to pay 19 lakhs and no cloud. Additionally, you have to pay maintenance cost also. And here, no maintenance cost. No maintenance cost. That money, what you can do, you can give to the employee. You can give good salaries to your employees. So definitely the people are switching to Salesforce. So that's why there are a lot of jobs also in the market, and there are a lot of industries. Like there are a lot of vendors. Like Accenture is a very good vendor for Salesforce. TCS is a very good vendor. Capgemini is a very good vendor. Like there are particularly vendors who are having a lot of projects. A lot of product-based company are working, like VMware, Dell, Health AI. So many companies are there that are working on Salesforce. Okay. So that's why Salesforce is becoming number one CRM in the world. It's not I am saying, it is Google that is saying. And why it is number one CRM, that you will tell later. Like why it is a number one CRM. There are a lot of reasons for that. Salesforce is a number one CRM in the world. But why people are adopting the Salesforce? These are the particular few reasons that people are adopting Salesforce. Who is on unmute? Can you please mute yourself and everyone? Otherwise, for others, like the voice will not be covering or coming. Now, why we are coming to Salesforce? What is the background? Like we are having a lot of things. We are having Java, we are having .NET, we are having Python, we are having other CRMs also. Why we are coming to Salesforce? So background, there is a particular background of Salesforce. We need to learn Salesforce. Why? I will talk in the short here. So why we are coming to background of Salesforce? For example, the earlier example. If suppose,
Can
if I,
other Shivendu, so can you mute everybody, please?
yeah, I will do that.
Because somebody has just left the phone on.
Just give me a minute. I will. Options not showing.
Because we can see Prashant is unmuted other than me.
Guys, can you please unmute yourself? First, it is mute all. Okay. Okay, I am muted all of you now. Okay. I think now the voice will not be coming. Okay. Okay. I'm resharing my screen. Okay. Now, the meeting is going on. Like we want to develop the particular HDFC Bank application with Java or with Salesforce. But due to some technical reasons, they say, okay, we will go with Java. Okay, we will go with the Java and we will be going to pay 19 lakhs. We are not going with Salesforce. So what is happening here is, so that, or we can say Salesforce is not there. Salesforce CRM is not there in the market. Salesforce CRM is not there. That means we are talking about around the year 1990 or 1991. We want to develop an application, banking application. But we are left with 2 or 3 languages and we are using the Java language to develop this. So one thing is we will not get any cloud. We are not getting any cloud here. One thing. Now we are developing this banking application with the Java language. So what will happen? We need to install. I need to install the application for developing code. If I want to develop the code, I need to install some application. That means like either NetBeans can install or Eclipse. Some software you can install and you can code that in that particular application. No cloud feature you are getting. And a lot of cost we need to spend. Clients say, can we develop such a platform over which we don't need to install the application for making the code? So if I need to install the application, so what those called? We call that as on premise application. So here we need to install the application for doing the code. So client comes to me and say, can you develop such a platform over which we don't need to install the application? We can directly work on it. We can directly open the Google Chrome and we can directly work on that. So here concept of cloud comes. And here various cloud vendor has come up into the market. It is not only Salesforce that has come up. Sable also come up, if we have heard the name. SAP also come up. TEPCO also come up. Microsoft Azure, Google, Adobe. So many others and small CRM also that has come up into the market. So that's how the Salesforce has come up into the market because client says we don't need to install the applications. That is the reason that my mobile storage is not there. My laptop is not compatible with this. Every time I need to install it, develop such a platform over which we can directly code. So we came across the concept of the cloud computing here that we called cloud. Various cloud vendor has come up into the market, naming Salesforce, Siebel, SAP, TIPCO, Microsoft, Google, Adobe. Now, why I say cloud as a concept? So that I tell you in a very easy language. If I ask you, go to some big metropolitan city and just buy a flat there, you have to do a job there. So you have to buy a flat there. So it will not be possible for everyone to go there and buy a flat there. So what they will do? They will leave it on the rental basis. They will leave it on rental basis. So that's how these cloud vendor has done. Salesforce.com. They are giving their additions on rental basis. They're doing nothing. They're doing their additions on the rental basis, Salesforce. So even if we are working on the free edition, that is defined by Salesforce, that he will tell in the upcoming session, like what you can do. But for the paid edition, like suppose if you are working for a VMware client, so there they are giving you the paid editions. But are they paying? Are they giving? Are the Salesforce is giving their editions like on the buy purpose? No, they are giving their editions on rental basis. Salesforce is a very not a product that you can buy it. That is a very so what you are doing, you are taking their additions on the rental basis. It's a costly product. You cannot buy it directly. Go and buy the Salesforce. So it's a benefit for both. Like Salesforce are getting smaller clients also, smaller companies. Like there are a lot of small companies, 11 to 50 employees companies who are working on Salesforce. So if Salesforce start selling their product, it will not become easy for them to buy it. But for the rental purpose, it becomes very easy for them to buy it. They can directly buy on it. Like sure, I will answer. Just give me a few minutes. We will take your doubt sessions. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, so that's how the Salesforce is doing. It is giving their additions on the rental basis. Okay, so that is how the background of Salesforce is. So that I already told you, that's a CRM that is developed by Mark Benioff. And he has developed this with 4 employees. And now the, the number is becomes lakhs of employees are working on it. And the market share is 22.9%. That is a good market share, guys. 4 consolidated company does not have this market share. This market share is 22.9%. So this market share itself tells you there are a lot of jobs. You don't have to worry for the job part. You just have to worry for a technical part. You have to clear a technical part. Other part is taken care by us. Now, main thing what you are going to cover. So me and Sapna madam is going to cover your admin starting from the admin. So we are going to start from the admin. In the admin, we are going to cover first of all cloud computing. Now this cloud computing has come up. SaaS, PaaS, I am not writing all the topics, but most important topics I will write here. Features of it, we are going to cover. Different editions of Salesforce, different sandboxes, objects. We are having standard objects and custom objects, custom fields, page layouts, compact layouts, search layouts, record types. I know you, for few it is these topics you have listened first time, but these are the topics that you are going to cover. Record types, validation rule, very important. Lot of real-time scenarios are there in this. Formula field, roll-up summary field, relationships in Salesforce. Mostly ask interview question topic. If you go for any interview, they will ask you the question on the lookup, master detail. What is the difference between these two? How can we convert lookup to master, master to lookup? Junction objects, train junction. You know, like which station we call it a junction, over which two trains has the different paths. Here also two objects has a different path. Junction object. Lookup filters. Then security model of Salesforce. That is a strongest topic in your admin, security model of Salesforce. Many questions being asking from here, like what is object level security, what is record level, what is field level, what is org level. In this topic, we are having a lot of things. In the org level security, we are having login hours, login IP ranges. In field level, profiles, permission sets. In record level, we are having OWD, manual sharing, sharing rules. A lot of things are there in the security model of Salesforce that we're going to cover. Email templates. Then automation. Under the automation, we are having workflow, process builder, flows, approval process, data loader. And this is an important thing. This is a flow. See, right now, this workflow and process builder retired from Salesforce, but even that, I will tell you an introduction on that. But this topic is very much important, flows, because this is a workflow and process builder. Whatever existing workflow and process builder are there, all they are migrated to flows. So we are going to see that part in very much detail. Then data loader, data import wizard, reports and dashboards, advanced admin topics, and then Jira board, how Jira board looks. That isn't coming in under the agile. Like if you go work for any project, then there is a Jira board. All the tasks and all the stories they're mentioning over there. So that are the most important topics that we are going to cover. And some are this also like dynamic forms also, compact layouts also, that also we're going to cover. Then in the development, see in the development, there are a lot of topics. There are a lot of topics in the development. So we cannot write down each and every topic. Document is there, so you can get that document. In the development, we are going to cover Apex. That is backend. That is Salesforce language. So whatever backend you are able to see, that is from the Apex language also only. In the front, for the front end, we are going to cover Lightning Web Component, LWC. Those who want a job, I think most of you want a job. So if you want a job, then you need to cover this topic in detail. You need to learn this topic, this Lightning Web Component. You should have a command. If you have a command on this topic, your path for getting the job becomes quite easier. That is a most important topic. 90% of the companies are seeing, like those who are getting Lightning Web Component, who is having knowledge on Lightning Web Component. So 90% of the companies are seeing that particular part. So you need to be strongest on this part. Visual Force pages, see our components, we can say. So what is happening? This is an outdated topic. This is an outdated topic, even if some work are there on this topic, but this is an outdated topic. So even if you don't know this topic, that is fine for you. But even if we will going to tell you some component, something we are going to explain you, but if you are not able to learn this topic, that is fine. Visual Force page is a Visual Force component, because that's an outdated topic. But even if we will tell you, but this Lightning Web component is an important, or a component that is also coming over the front end. Introduction, this for this topic also we're going to cover. Then integration, the second most important topic. So that we are going to cover integration, REST API, if you like on that. Okay, so that will be covering in the development, and the most important one more that coming in the Apex, that is Apex triggers. Before trigger, after trigger, that we are going to cover. Batch Apex, or we can say async Apex. So a lot of topics other than that are there. Or asynchronous Apex we are going to cover. In the asynchronous Apex, we are having future method, batch method. If I can tell the topic name, then you are not able to understand that particular part. So that particular part we're going to cover in the development with LWC. So see that with the topic wise, you don't have to worry. Okay, in the topic wise, we are going to cover you all the topics that are needed for your Salesforce training. The topics that are required for you, that we are going to cover here. Okay. Okay. So now let me start the question answer sessions, and handing over to Sapna ma'am if she is available. If she want to cover other parts, so she can cover that part. Kishore, what do you want to ask now? You can ask.
Yeah, will you teach Linux and all?
Will you?
Teach Linux, I mean the
Linux is not a part of Salesforce.
okay. And what about what is difference between the SAP and the Salesforce? I mean, you said
These are the
Salesforce.
different CRM. SAP is a different CRM. Salesforce is a different CRM. So SAP has different
So,
modules.
how is this Salesforce better than SAP? I mean,
First of all,
um,
in SAP, we don't have customization. Only one, and with the ABAP model, we have customization. So not much customization is there. So if Salesforce wants to, if you want to build your own application, your own platform with SAP, you cannot build that. So that is the foremost thing, that SAP is not there. So we are going with Salesforce.
okay. Another doubt is there any chat GPT effect? I mean, AI effect like that?
AI chat GTPT future, AI feature has recently comes into Salesforce. Recently, like they're working on it. So recently it is like it is in the beta release only. Like Salesforce has releases, so it's in beta release only. So if that feature is like Salesforce will give official
I was
announcement
just
on that.
asking, it would affect it would affect
No,
jobs,
no, no,
right?
it will not affect your job. It will not affect your coding, because that is completely different. It is not bringing the code like that feature is not building the code itself. So don't worry on that. Don't worry on that part.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, anyone has any other doubts in this?
If career gap students are there, how will you cover the career gap?
Will you provide the
How will you cover the career gap student? Career gap person.
hmm? Career gap? Means you want to put the experience in that, then you're asking.
Yes.
That we will take care of.
That will be taken care by the team. No worries for that. Separate team is there. So for that, so that is taken care by them. So you just need to tell them like what are the things that you are having, like 3 years gap, 2 years gap, and before that what you have done, or in 2 years what you have done. So accordingly they will guide you like what you can do for that. Okay.
Madam
Anyone?
is available.
Okay.
Is she available? Swapna, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
You can take post if you want to explain anything. You can.
So before that, I have shared the form. So please fill the form related to in that form. Let me share my screen. So please fill the details. If you want to receive the report, has email included response. You need to give the first name, last name, and mobile number, and what is your preferable time, and what is the method you are going to attend this training, online or offline. So please fill this form so that we know that how many members are interested.
We have filled this form once. I think this was the first thing which was sent to us. Do you want us to refill it?
That is different from this is different.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, so any questions you guys from last 1.5 hour, you guys are going through the training, right? So any questions you guys are having it, or you are still having a questions on Salesforce? Okay, so Salesforce is basically the overview. If somebody asks about the Salesforce, what is the Salesforce? Let's assume that some 6-year-old kid asked, what is the Salesforce? If you have to explain what is the Salesforce, how can you explain it?
Can you please share your screen?
Yeah.
So if somebody checks on with us what is Salesforce, as a gist, we would share that it's a centralized record where the details of the teams or a company is stored. The
Okay.
way how Salesforce comes in, it is more of a client detail for a company who's trying to sell something, for their future records to refer to the data. What is the background of the client who's approaching the company?
Okay. And how about others? There is other member saying is that Salesforce is a customer relationship management. Okay. Others? So whoever is there in this call, so they should be knowing it. What is Salesforce? Why should you learn Salesforce? Should I learn Salesforce? Right? So are you guys clear on this part? Now I wanted to hear more answers for what is Salesforce.
It's a cloud-based platform. Like it provides a wide range of CRM solutions and business,
Okay.
and like
Solution.
a
Okay.
user-friendly interface, and it can be a scalability.
User friendly. Okay.
And it offers like so many like sales, marketing, customer services, and analytics and reporting capabilities that makes it easy to use from both end as a developer part and user.
Developer, to understand developer as well as user. Okay.
Yes, whatever the business logics are there that can be implemented from developer side and UI side also, from user
Okay.
interface.
Okay. How about others? Naveen, Amardev, Prashant. What is Salesforce? Abdul.
Salesforce is cloud-based customer relationship that is CRM, designed to manage and analyze customer interaction sales and marketing for businesses.
Okay. So assume that there is a person who is running a business. Okay. So the person is running a very small business. Assume that the person is running about some tires. Let's say we have a Yamaha tires are there. Yamaha tires. You know these tires, right? So the wheels, the car wheels or a bike wheels, what are the tires are there? He is selling the tires. It's a very small shop. He has it. He is doing manually. Right? He has a very small, and in this shop, he is running this business. Now, when he is running this business in this shop, selling the tires, so tires are available. Right now, he kept the location only in single place. That means in Hyderabad, maybe it is in some Amirpet, some place only restricted to the Amirpet, right? So if somebody has to buy the tires, the person has to travel to the Amirpet and he has to buy it. Now that means what is happening? The customer has to travel. Customer has to travel a particular place, which is a time. Right? Time, lot of time. Entire day he has to spend to buy one tire. That means he has to travel from somewhere different place to the here. It is almost taking the 8 hours or 4 hours he is spending on the bus for coming as well as going to total it is 8 hours. So time as well as the cost, they have to put additional cost. So, right? So these all everything, if they do it, if they travel after 4 hours, then they have to visit the shop and they need to buy the tire. Now, this is what is happening right now for this, and this is available only one place. Now, assume that today this person is, when this person is started, it was a small business. And daily the customers are, he is getting the customers maximum 1 to 5. Initially, it is 1 to 5. Now, after that, there is a one company. Assume that there is a company which is called as a gold shop. Let's take it as a, or let's say police. So there is some police person. They have a business, right? So police has some business. They have to run their cars every day, right? Or else let's take a Ola. Ola is the business. Now this Ola has requested this person that we need every month like around 30 tires or 40 tires, or it might can increase it. And similarly, another customer is saying that it is so difficult to travel from one place to here and it is costing us so much to buy single tire. Is there any place that I can do it? So this person has started thinking on it. Now, how can they improve their business? Right? So when they want to improve the business, when we say improve is nothing but it should be easily available to anyone. If anybody wants to buy the tires, it should be available. Anybody just sitting at their place and they can order that. So it will be easy. And similarly, if they wanted to order anything, so I should have a online ordering online. One option should be there. And my whatever the shop is there, the shop has to be there in the different locations. When I say different locations, it could be in India or outside multiple places. So the location, and after buying the tire, if there are some issues are there, so we need to give a support. And also in future, if we are doing any different new type of a cars, then we need to do the marketing of the new type of the cars. Or if they are trying to come up with a new, any other new, they wanted to sell it helmet, they want to sell the helmet. So that time also all the products should be available in one place. So the customer can buy it easily. So what this person has started, first person has started from the customer perspective. What customer is expecting it, right? So he is start thinking on the customer perspective. That means he wanted to make the customer feel comfortable to buy the tires. So when he feel that, okay, so when he started thinking about the customer side, now he wanted to use a application. He wanted to use a application, or he wanted to build the application. So one of the application, there are many CRM applications are there. So somehow he came to know the CRM application. So there are many CRM applications out there. I'm not saying Salesforce is the only one. There are so many CRM applications out there. But out of the CRM application, out of this, all the CRM application, which CRM should I go for it? Now person has start thinking on it. When the person start thinking in, first he will start thinking on the budget, right? How much budget? The person does not have a small business, people does not have a budget. So the first thing is that he will look for the budget and who can offer me the with the less price and with the less functionality, whatever is there. And I do not want to spend onto the developers. That means whoever I am giving the application to implement, they should implement within 2 months or 3 months, they should be implementing it. And they should give me the application with less coding. Application with less coding. Right. So when they did the research, the person has identified the Salesforce. So Salesforce is going to help. Salesforce is basically used for the to help the customer, the whoever is the owner is there to owner to communicate with the customers in a different ways. If you want to communicate with the customers in a different ways, the best application is a Salesforce. So Salesforce is a 360 degrees. That means it will have a everything, marketing, sales, service, right? Everything will be available. So if you want to think about the 360 degrees of the customer point of view, if you want to talk to the customers in the different way, through the online, through the campaign, or through different ways, if you wanted to talk to the customers, the best application is the Salesforce application. And now it is a Salesforce is a world #1 CRM, right? So because the reason it is a world #1 CRM is you have a some 40% is a configuration. 40% is a configuration. If you understand the configuration, very clearly, admin is very important. For everyone, whoever is starting for the Salesforce, admin is very important and basics are very important. You should focus on the basics, because if you understand the basics, then you can implement how much ever the big application is there, you can implement, because the implementing a application is anybody can do it. So you should know how to write your code. If you want to, how to implement your configuration, what are the different ways you can implement your configuration? If you know these tricks, then you will be able to implement the application. That tricks you will be able to understand if you understand the basics. Basics is nothing but what is it, why are we using it, and then what are the limits. This is the basics. Every configuration in the admin, the main focus is what is it, why we are using it, and how should I need to use it, and what are the limits we have it. Limits is nothing but Salesforce is giving some limits, because Salesforce, they have implemented nowadays everybody is using the Salesforce, right? It is a multi-tenant architecture. Multi-tenant architecture in simple word, if I have to say, for example, I have a apartment, right? In this apartment, there are so many buildings are available. Now, what is happening? The physical location is same. Everybody is staying in the same location. But when the power bills or current bills, whenever we receive it, the bills will be separated, right? So similarly, multi-tenant is nothing but Salesforce is a multi-tenant. So if you are creating your org will be, location will be the same, right? Based on the region, the location will be same. But whatever you are using the application, it is a different. So in this, that's the reason it is a multi-tenant architecture. That's the reason everybody is using the same location. And that's the reason we have restricted to use the limits, that you have to use it only this limits for this organization. This limits is for this organization. Everybody has the same limits. There is no difference in that. Everybody has the same limits. So you need to understand when you are learning a basics, what is it, why we are using it, how should I need to use it, and what is the limit. If you understand the admin part of it, it is easy. Your half of the work is easy in Salesforce, and rest of the part, whatever the 60% is there, right? 60%. Out of 60%, I'm going to divide it again here. The 30% is Apex. When I say Apex, it's a OOPS concept. It's a OOPS concept. Now, whoever is now I heard about somebody is already learned the Java, core Java, right? So whoever is already know the OOPS concept, it's a simple Apex implementation is very, very easy. Apex is just you have a for loops, if conditions, and assignment. Only these only it is keep on repeating it. You will be able to see the assignment if only these keywords are you are seeing, keep on seeing these keywords. If you able to understand this, and Salesforce is additionally providing the collection, which is nothing but a array. Now, if you understand this, now Apex is easy. Now here, rather than focusing on the very big picture of the Apex, try to understand how can I use it for, what are the different ways I can use it. Here you need to understand how can I use the Apex in the each function or each topic here. For example, let's take a for. How can I use a for? And what are the different ways I can implement? What are the different ways? That means you have to practice the different ways, right? What are the different ways I need to practice, use the for loop? And if I'm using the for loop, what are the best practices I have it? What are the best practices we have it now? And where all can I use it? Where all can I use it? Now, which all are classes I can use it? How can I use it? Now, these things you need to understand, and rest, whatever the nowadays, everybody it is in the market, everybody talks about the LWC. Now, if you know the Apex, now rest 30%, I can say it is a 30% right now as per the current market. This 30% is where you need to know the HTML, right? And JavaScript, and yeah, JavaScript, HTML, these are the main things in the LWC, and few libraries you have to know. Now, if you want to stop till this part, now you have a different ways to go to the Salesforce. One is a configuration. If you are very perfect in the configuration, you have a different opportunities are available on the configuration, like business analyst. Business analyst, you can go for it. So if you are very good in the configuration, you can go for a business analyst. If your background is a sales, you already done the sales marketing, you know how to do the marketing, how to do the sales. If you know this, what is happening at the background, you can be the part of it, BA, and you need to know the documentation, how to write a documentation for each story. So you should be knowing it. Now, if you are able to learn configuration, and if it is a admin also, you can do it here only with the configuration. But if you learn the admin, there is no scope for it, because right now just a admin, BA also can do it, right? If BA right now, BA is nothing but they are also should need to do the configuration. So admin is, if you are learning the configuration, before it was having only for the admin, we were companies were looking for a admin resources, but right now they are looking for more of a developer. So when you know the more of a developer, there are two developers are there. One is where you know the configuration and Apex. Another one is where you know the LWC. Now you have a different phases are there. Now whatever we are teaching it, so we will be teaching it at the very basic level. Now, if you know how to use it, why to use it, what is the purpose, and what is the limits. Now, if you are able to understand this part, and if you are able to understand in the development this, now it is easy to crack either interview or if you have any program. So there are two levels are available. Level 1 is, there are level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, right? So in the level 1 is, you should understand, that means you need to go through the Salesforce training. You should attend the training, practice it, and whatever the assignments are giving it, practice, assignment, and you need to do the trial head, right? And whatever the assignments are giving it, you need to do the assignments, homework, everything you need to do it in the level 1. If you are able to do this, right? Daily, whatever the sessions we are giving, the assignments, everything you have to do it. In level 2, now in level 2, we will have some kind of a mock interviews, or we will be having a level 2, we will have a project trainings. That means scenario based. Instead of project, let's say scenario based. Scenario based. This is at the basic level. Now, next one is a scenario based. When we say scenario based, I will give you the scenario, right? I will give you the scenario, and you need to implement the program, or you need to implement configuration. Whatever is there, you should be implementing. That means scenario based learning. Second level is scenario based learning. Then we'll have a project. Now, if I give you any project, okay, we will give you the project. When we give the project will be in the documentation. I'll be giving a documentation. In that documentation, it will explain about the why we are implementing this project, what is the purpose of it, and it has to be implemented from the scratch. When I say from the scratch, we have to implement object, fields, everything from the scratch level. You have to implement it till the complete solution. That means till the application is ready. Now you need to submit the application to the team, whoever is giving the project. So they will give you the project documentation, and you need to final output. You need to submit the application to the team. So they will verify whether application is working as expected or not. If you are able to do level 1, level 2, level 3, then final one is mock interview. So we'll have some kind of a mock interviews. So when you are able to answer, so here it is a hearing. You should be good in hearing, and you should be good in practice. That means writing. When you practice it, you will be writing the code. So when you are able to write the code, you should able to understand what is the code you are writing it. And then after that, this is your next level, where you are reading and implementing it, which is nothing but a writing. Now, once this is done, next we have a mock interview. Mock interview is nothing but verbally. Are you able to explain it? So far, we have seen your practical. Till now, it is a practical. But when you go for an interview, in interview, they will see about your communication, right? And about your practical. Both will be there. Are you able to answer the same question verbally or not? Or are you able to answer the same question by writing the code? So these two things are there. So till level 3, it is all about your practice. And level 4, where we are going to check your communication, and then we will give some assignments. Mock interviews is nothing but where we will giving the assignments also. So when we give the assignments, you should be able to implement those assignments, plus on time you have to implement it. Assignment is nothing but you will be in the class, and we will give you 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, like similar to the interview. So 10 to 15 minutes. In this 10 to 15 minutes, how can you write your code? Right? So you should be capable, or you should be able to write your code, because when you go for an interview, so final step will be the interview. When you go for an interview, and if you are putting a 3+ experience, you should be able to explain it, as well as you should be able to write the code. So if you are able to do level 4, till level 4, if you are able to do it perfectly, that means you are ready for any kind of an interview above 3+. And don't go for more than 6+. Don't go for more than 6+. When you go for a more than 6+ or a 7+, it is more kind of a architectural questions. I can give you the 8+ here. So, but do not go for 6+, more kind of a architectural question you will be getting it. So 3+ and up to 6, you can add it. But if you are adding about 5+ experience, you have to be very perfect in the coding, even LWC also. So these are the different levels you have to go through the each session. It is similar to the how kids will start with the level 1, right? So which is a level 1 is nothing but they will just learning the letters, which is ABCD. What is the letters will be there. And level 2 is nothing but they will be practicing the words. And then level 3 is nothing but then they will be writing the sentences. And then level 4 is nothing but they can read the book. So same thing, anywhere, if you whatever you are learning, it's not only the Salesforce, this is a, I'm just giving you some guidance. It's not only the Salesforce, wherever you go, whatever you are learning, you have to go step by step. You cannot reach at this point. Immediately at top position, you cannot reach it, right? So you have to everywhere go step by step so that you will be able to concentrate. And when you reach to the level 3 or level 4, you should remember the level 1, level 2 also, right? So if you keep on practicing it, then definitely you will be able to crack the interview. That is for definitely. So here the efforts are both the sides. From our side, we will be giving the all the content. When I say content is nothing but Salesforce content, whatever the necessary for the you to work in the real time, we will be giving you all the Salesforce content. But what I need from you guys is 100% dedication, where your guys are practicing it and doing the assignments, and also ask the questions in the session. Ask the questions because it is very important. People will be asking the questions if you know about the topic, right? So keep on asking the questions, keep on practicing it, right? So this has to be 100% has to be there. So if it is 100%, both the side, from you guys, from our side, if it is there, then definitely we both can crack your future, which is getting a job.
Swapna, I had just one question, like for covering everything, like how much duration it will take?
So duration will be, is anybody explained about the duration? Madhu?
It's 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
Overall syllabus. Which hello.
Go ahead.
Hello,
So
am I
how
audible,
much?
Swapna?
Yes, Prashant, you are audible. Prashant, Ajay.
Yeah. In the syllabus.
You want to go first, or you want
Go
me
ahead.
to
Let's
ask the
go
question?
one by one. Let's go with Prashant. Yeah, go with Prashant. Yeah.
Yeah, syllabus LWC and are also included in this syllabus, right?
Aura is nowadays nobody is using. Slowly, companies are going out of the Aura. I can give you the recorded session of the Aura, and if you have any questions,
Integration.
I can.
Integration.
Integration definitely will be there. Integration is also part of it.
Yeah, okay. And velocity and these are different courses. Velocity and Omni Studio.
Velocity is completely different, Prashant. So this is about the Salesforce. Now, if you learn the velocity also, you have to learn these all things, because velocity is just configuration. Most of the things are configuration. If you learn this Salesforce and then you jump onto the velocity, then it might be easier. You can crack any interview. But if you start with the velocity, you cannot crack the interviews.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, Ajay.
Yeah. How much time do we need to put on this course, like every day, for someone like me who don't have any knowledge on OOPS concept?
Okay. Are you working right now?
No, I'm not working at the moment.
Okay. So in that case, I would suggest to spend all your 24 hours.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, for freshers, how much, in which level? I mean, Apex or LWC?
For freshers, if you are learning the Apex, good to go. LWC, just a knowledge is required.
Okay.
Swapna, one more question. Like, will you provide the deployment things, like how to deploy the thing?
So in the configuration admin, so after completing the admin, so we have a deployment, which is a data loader. So data loader and deployment, I can show you the deployment, which is because the deployment, there are different ways we have to do it. Okay, so what are the different ways is I can show you the deployment. but it has to be a real environment. We cannot go with the developer edition. So I'll be explaining that.
Yeah, so because I have moreover doubts about the deployments and the GitHubs, because how to use it, because now these days all the companies are asking for this.
Okay. So GitHub setup, I can explain it.
And for deployment change set, no one is asking. So the other, I forgot the name of the deployment. So
So we have a GitHub, change set, and Bitbucket, and source tree, and also Salesforce is providing the DevOps.
okay, and there is a one more environment I forgot name. If you can remind me, it will be good. We have some visual studio kind of thing. Some
Yeah,
environment.
Visual Studio also, and migration, Visual Studio. Using the Visual Studio also you can do
And
the
migration, yes.
deployment. And migration also they will use the Copado.
So these days, actually, generally companies are using which kind of the deployment?
So mostly they are using the Visual Studio and Git.
GitHub, okay. So actually, honestly speaking, these are my like I forgot this area, GitHub and deployment and all. It's been long time, so it will be helpful for me like if you can cover these area because this is the most important areas also.
GitHub, you can do it with the whatever the developer edition is there. So using the developer edition also we can do it. So I can cover that part.
Okay, thank you.
So, Sapna ma'am, Aparna here. Will you be sharing with us what is the subjects which you're going to teach daily, and we should come ready with that with some pre-notes? How is the
Yeah,
class going to be
definitely.
started?
Starting of the class, the first day of this class, we will be explaining our content index.
Okay.
So what are we going to cover in entire course? That means if I'm starting the admin, so in admin, what is the index? We will be sharing that on the first day of it.
Okay. And see, because I have been as a user into Salesforce for such a long time. And I've been looking at, there are developers who create user IDs, they create, write,
Yeah.
change them. So you'll teach us all of that, right?
Right. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And this is a 3 to 4 months entire course which will take for all
Yeah.
these 4 sessions.
So keep your time as a 4 months.
Okay, but it will go module by module, right? One month.
Yes,
per
module by module. Yes.
Okay. And if we miss anything or we are going to be absent due to some reason of we are traveling or something like that, how do we inform the team here?
So you can inform there is a one person number you will be having it either so either Madhu or somebody's number you will be having it, right? So you can contact them saying that I will not be available tomorrow, so that my team is also aware that whatever the missing sessions are there, so the missing session recording they will pass it to you.
So for the final students who are in this batch, you will create a separate WhatsApp group. How will that be?
Yes. Yes, we will create separate parts.
Yeah, so that would help us, right, to converse or.
Yes.
And while you give us some, sorry.
Yeah, we have separate WhatsApp group for each batch.
Okay, and while you give us any assignments, will that be in group or will it be individual?
Individual and group both.
Okay.
And as assignments are in the class itself, we will be giving Aparna. So at the end of the class, we will have some kind of assignments we'll be explaining.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
Hi again, my name is Prashant. I just want to know, like, till now, how many placements are done in a batch? Is there any percentage?
Okay. So, Madhu?
Yeah, like we have got almost 50 plus placements till now. For last January to till now, only 4-5 placements has happened. Like market is too down. So we are doing resume marketing service in USA, and placement we have started recently. Means before offline people we could not do. Online people that time when market was there, almost everybody got, and you can see on our YouTube comments as well. Those who got jobs, they were posted, and many people sent message to me because they are following our recorded sessions as well, and they got jobs. Means we
Okay.
have.
One more thing, I just want to know, like the companies who are going to offer, is it like US support jobs or else like straight jobs?
Sorry.
Is there any, like I have seen the company list just before you are mentioning Amotech.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is like support jobs. We have to work for another
No,
person.
not support jobs. There are some consultants are there, and those are the recruiting companies. Those are called prime vendors.
Okay.
Implementation partners.
Yeah, I have seen the company names. So few companies are like US support job. So is there any placement will be like company on the straight jobs or else like support jobs?
Yeah. No,
Why
right. Company jobs are there, support jobs are there. Two kinds are there.
Okay, got it.
So I have got only 11 forms filled.
Hello.
I will fill the form for Sapna madam by today in an hour's time, and I'll send it. Since I've
Hello.
taken it from the laptop, I couldn't fill it.
Someone is
Hello.
asking. Yeah.
Yeah. How much time it will take to cover the apex and the normal basics part?
No, your voice is not clear.
How much time it will take to cover the apex part? I mean, till apex part.
Apex part?
Yeah. How much time it will take to cover the apex?
Apex SOQL and SOSL. It takes 45 hours.
So basically, Kishore, for you to answer, so admin will be the 30 days and Apex will be
So overall, how many days?
around 2 months, 2.5 months.
1.5 months.
Two
So,
2.5 months.
so as you said, for freshers, we can cover up to apex part, right?
Yeah, you can cover Apex.
For placements.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Hello.
it is still Apex, it will be the 2.5 months, so you can cover that.
Okay.
And scenario-based sessions are separate. These are which we are talking about the daily classes, basic classes, which is a 200 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. How many certification we can clear after covering that apex part?
After doing the level 3, you can do that certification, not at the level 1. So level 1 is you are just learning it. After completing the level 1, you have to go to the level 2 and level 3. Once you are done with the level 3, you can do the PD1 certification.
Okay. Ma'am, is it better? This course is better than DevOps, AWS, and that SAP and all. I mean, I'm a bit confused. I mean, should I take this DevOps, AWS, or SAP, or this thing, Salesforce? As a fresher, what would you suggest? I mean, which is more industry ready like that?
So by looking at the future of the Salesforce, I would suggest Salesforce because for next 10 to 15 years, there is no doubt Salesforce is going to grow like anything.
Okay, ma'am.
Please fill the form because we call the people those who filled the form.
So timings are fixed or like it will be the like whatever timing is mentioned, or it can be like we can give our options also.
We have given that option in the form.
Yeah, but I could see only 3 options.
Yeah, that 3 options only. Madam and Shivendu both are working.
Okay.
So if they are not working, you want them to work or you want only train?
I want in the daytime actually.
No,
Right.
if they work and train you, you will get job easy. If they don't work,
Okay.
so they cannot work, they cannot take other timings.
Okay.
That is their office
But
break. They are.
is it allowed, Madhu, is it allowed to change the timing of the batch? Because one is 11:30, right? The other is 8 p.m. If I have to
Yeah,
shift from If I shift from
Yeah, you
11:30 to
you
8
can
p.m.
do.
later on?
You can do. Initially, it is 11:30.
Okay.
Next, we are going to take other batches. Okay.
Okay.
For now, it is 11:30. So we can
Okay.
shift later if you want to shift. That we
How
will
many
allow with
students per
permission.
batch?
So right now
How many?
it's preferable we put 11:30, right? Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
11:30.
batch.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
How many students per batch?
Hello.
Maybe 100 plus.
Sorry,
Maybe 100 plus. I don't know.
100 plus students in a batch.
Yes.
For offline people, they are spend much time in the institute, right? They are
Yeah, they
providing.
will be here from morning 8 to evening 6 or 10 to 6.
Okay.
It is like jail to them.
Okay.
So we will be in the online session, right, Madhu?
Yes, yes. Like whenever we are taking session for them, you will be coming online. Like we might take some sessions for presentations, interview sessions, some guidance sessions, all those things. Whenever they are
Okay.
attending session, you will be getting link in the group. You will be notified before you will be joining. So
But
till now process is different. Now we have perfect process. Like we have rectified all the mistakes and whatever pros cons all we have added. Now it will be a perfect batch because market is good now. Main thing is.
Okay, so I filled my form, Madhu. Just confirm if you received.
Yeah,
Okay.
please fill
Thank
that
you.
form.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and one more thing.
yeah.
Yeah, every Saturday, Swapna is taking around 6 hours, right?
6 hours. That is mandatory session for you all. Please remember, don't take leaves for 3 to 4 months.
That 6 hours also online or offline, both are
Both,
same, right?
both.
Yeah.
Madhu sir, I just want to ask one question. It's
Yeah.
out of the course area.
Yeah.
There is so many holdings of Salesforce in Amirpet, right? So how is your institute differ from them?
How is our institute is different from others?
Yeah.
Madhu sir is here, Swapna madam is here. In other institute, we are not there.
I can.
What is the difference between other institution and our institution is main thing is content wise, everybody is same all over the world. And delivery it changes. And the targeting people personally, the methodology which we have in our institute, there is no methodology for other institutes. So all this, whatever we have explained, level 1, level 2, level 3, and our interview taking pattern, our motivating you to get into job and helping in placements and referring you, all these things we have.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. So online people, when we miss the session, will there be a recording session that you'll be sharing with?
Yeah, recording session every day it will be shared with you. Because that is important for you. You have to go through recorded session once after listening live session.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sometimes we watch movie 2 times. Who is your favorite hero?
Madhu sir.
Yeah. No, I thought you were asking some question. I don't know. You are too smart than me.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Dinesh.
Yeah, I'm Dinesh.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working some other company. So how much time I can spend in for practicing for my future, like for crack any some other?
Usually 2 to 3 hours of your time is required every day. On average, like mainly Saturday time is most important for you. Saturday session is very, very important for you. Okay, that day,
Okay.
all of whatever technical you are learning from Shivendu or Swapna madam, you are going to practice hands-on, you are going to do. So if you have less time, you can do that. But what we do is we want everybody to get into job quickly. When market is open, that time we have to grab that opportunity. So for this only we have, before we didn't have this much mechanism and methodology. So someone, Kishore has asked what is difference between the others and you. The difference is the methodology and the motivation and the delivering content and our commitment. We commit for you. Okay, please fill that form. And I have to talk to offline people. If you want to stay, you can stay. And lunchtime is there. I think so. 1. Okay, you might be hungry. From 11 o'clock, you are waiting. Yeah.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Yinka. I'm from the UK. I just wanted to check, when is this course starting and how much is it?
6th of this month, November. 6th of November. Classes are starting from 6th of November. But every day you have to attend these sessions, because we will guide you how to get into Salesforce, how to get job, and we have to prepare our Naukri, LinkedIn, like you are in UK, some other websites are there. So there you have to means prepare your profiles and everything. We prepare you for these 7 days, and we have company in UK as well. I will give their number to you. You can be in touch with them.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. I would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just ping us if you have our WhatsApp number. And if you feel, I will remember your name and I will send you UK number.
Yinka. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Please fill that form. And I am giving one task to you now for offline people. If you are not hungry, Divakar? Manohar, hungry.
I'm leaving, Madhu.
Yeah. Thank you. So a recorded session will be with whom I don't know. Shivendu or Swapna. We need our recording session. You can stop recording. Yeah.
Mother, we can drop off the.
Yeah. You can.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you.
If anything is there, you can ping us. We will help out. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.